These videos are brought to you by MSCCasino.com and the Macau Sporting Club. MSCCasino.com. Check it out.
You are watching SportsMatters TV.
Okay, SportsMatters TV in association with the Macau Casino Cork City, and it's good to be on home soil in Cork. The man next to me, a guy I've known for many, many years, an incredible amateur. He's won pretty much everything in the amateur game of boxing, and there has been rumours that we're going to address right now in regards to the pro game. But first of all, Aaron, it's been a mad couple of months for you. We seen the elites there a few weeks back. A bit of a controversial kind of outcome for you, but listen, you've been active this year, very busy. How would you address the year so far for you?
It was a pretty good year, Jerry. I picked up a lot of fights, had a few good wins, and unfortunately a few losses as well, but sure, that's all part of the game we learn.
It is. And look, it's when we talk of the amateur game, right? Obviously, look, this country, Ireland, it's so notorious for producing great boxers, right? We've seen so many harsh decisions against boxers. Now, you've been on the outcome of some harsh decisions over the years, but listen, how would you kind of bounce back from that? And, obviously it must be kind of like, it's grueling on the mind, because like you're winning fights, you're not getting the decisions. It's tough, isn't it? Yeah,
I'm just lucky with John that he's very relaxed and kind of, he controls these things. So what he says is we just control the performance, and I can't do anything with the 5 people sitting down, unfortunately, but that's the name of the game. It'll keep happening.
Definitely. Look, we just spoke to John there. Obviously, look, I know John quite well. Great coach, and huge ambassador for boxing in Cork and across the country. He puts in serious graft with the boxers. What's it like to have a man like that behind you and to guide you?
It's unbelievable. Like the work he does is second to none. He's here 6-7 days a week, 2 hours a day. Text him anytime you want, he'll train. Like it makes a big difference when you're getting ready, knowing that your man will come with you. Like he's always going to be here.
Definitely. And look, I seen you fight a couple of weeks ago up in Vincent's. There was a great, there's so many great events around Cork at the moment, but you fought a tough opponent, but like, you came through that fight and you were actually not happy. I could see in your eyes, even though you look clinical, you wanted to do that a bit better, and I was like, that was near perfection for me, but that's how good you were, and look, you know what you can do.
I won the fight, but it wasn't my best performance, and them kind of fights, you're just getting ready. It's about the performance, not the result. Like if I box bad, and if I box good and I lost, you kind of be happier in them kind of situations. Like it's about boxing good, so look, we got through it, and thankfully.
Definitely. And look, obviously when you're an amateur and you're a good amateur, right, we talk about the pro game, and it's always a rumour, look, are you going to go pro? And there's many Cork boxers that have said they're going to go pro and they haven't. Now with you, it's a different grave. You've obviously been, an elite champion, you've won pretty much everything in the game. That's always been on the agenda for you, right? So there is obviously rumours that you might go pro. Look, you're going to confirm, obviously, look, it's in the pipeline, and look, you think it's going to happen next year?
Yeah, look, the debut is set for the 11th of January, so hopefully just a few medicals to do and get it over the line, but the debut set, we're going with Danny Whitey in Boston, and we're really looking forward to what's ahead.
Definitely. And look, we talk obviously pending, there's obviously medicals and this and that. Look, obviously you've got a good head, thankfully, and it all should be fine, and like as you say, Boston's a great way to start. Yeah,
it couldn't happen in a better place. Like there's a lot of Irish over there, so just can't wait to go. Nearly, 3 weeks now? 3.5 weeks, and it's fight day, so we're nearly ready.
And what's the story with Christmas? How do you go into Christmas? Obviously, look, you have to be cautious. You're training away. Yeah. You know what I mean? You go about your business quietly, which I love. Obviously, you're a silent assassin. But
it's better.
Do you have to watch yourself over Christmas, or look, just tip away?
I'll be up here training probably Christmas Day as well, every other day with John, and we'll enjoy our Christmas dinner. But other than that, we're on the game plan, like we're nearly ready. So.
Definitely. Now, would you have said 10 years ago you would have gone pro in boxing? Because we know, look, obviously, you could have took it up late enough in a sense, but just like a duck to water, you took to boxing like a boxer should. And, we've seen what you've done over the years. But 10 years ago, what would you have said, when it came to boxing? And, we look at the outcome now, you're serious talent. Like.
10 years ago, I would never thought I'd be here. Even when I came back, I joined John 4 years ago, and the plan was to win the seniors and then retire. Then I won the seniors. I said, fuck it, I'll win the elites. Then I won the elites, and sure, now I'm going pro, and hopefully we win a few things there now as well.
You will. Look, what's the mindset? Look, you look at the boxers today, like we look at Cork boxers, right? We obviously Stephen Kearns, there's Tommy Hyde, there's many boxers in Cork that are kind of, on a good kind of path towards stardom, but obviously you have your path in your sight, and you know what you have to do.
Yeah, and I'm nothing to lose. I've won everything in the amateur game there is to win, and why not give it a try? What's the worst that can happen?
Well, exactly. Yeah, like we talk of Cork, right, and the support in Cork. Cork is a very unique place, but let's talk about the support you have in Cork. Like, your fan base is incredible. We have to mention Willie Welsh and all the lads. You know what I mean? These are great guys.
And they're very good. Like, they travel the country with me. Even the club here, my own girlfriend Sophie. Like, they're everywhere. Anywhere I'm fighting, they're there. So it's unbelievable. It makes a big difference. Knowing you're training, they're behind you. Like, they're with you every step of the way. It's unbelievable. Like,
definitely. And look, we talk of your own boxing game, right? So I think you're very sharp. You're great chin. You know what I mean? Great kind of movement. Like, what's your attributes when it comes to boxing? What's the stuff you kind of work on most?
just the speed, really. But now we're going to have to change it over. We're going to have to start sitting a bit more. So we've 6-8 rounds, so we have to start sitting a bit more. But sure, look, we've time to do it.
And look, John's very excited. We spoke to him there. Like, you can see that glow in his eye. Like, he knows he's got a big fighter on his hands. But obviously, look, the man has so much experience. You know, he's been through thick and thin when it comes to Cork boxing. And there's no better man to have, you know, on your side.
Nah, I couldn't be with a better man. Honestly, he's unbelievable. Like even getting ready for this, he's just taking it in his stride. We're just new to it, but we're going to do it. Like, hopefully.
Definitely. And look, 2025 promises to be a massive year, right? But you know, what's your kind of outline? Are you looking for 4 or 5 fights in the year? Are you going to stay as active as possible?
Yeah. We're looking for between 8 and 10 in the first year. So we're out in January. We might be out in February, and we're definitely out in March. Yeah. I think we're out the weekend before Paddy's weekend in Boston. So that's 3, and we're going to try. If we can get one a month, we'll take them for the first year and build up a good record. And
like we mentioned America, look, it is, you know, the cliche in Ireland, like it's a bit rigged in Ireland. We say that, like, there's a lot of fighters from Ireland that don't want to fight in Ireland. Yeah. Obviously, America seems to be the pathway and a good environment to be in. Obviously, that's a big factor. Obviously, we see all the stuff happening in this country. Yeah. That's why maybe you want to fight elsewhere.
Yeah, look, Irish boxing is the way it is now, and I think America's the way to go for now, hopefully.
Definitely. And look, what weight we're looking at? Are you going to try and step up a weight? Are you happy with the weight you're at?
We're going to 140. We're going to go first. But I think we're going to go down to 135, which is 61 kilos. Yeah. So that's the plan, get down to 61 kilos. And
in world boxing, that's a big division, man. There's some great fighters there.
Yeah, look, I'm just happy to be part of it now and hope to get the big fights down the line.
Definitely. So when will you get out to Boston? Obviously, look, you're planning Boston's January. Will you get out a week beforehand? What's the plan?
I think we're going to fly out on the Wednesday morning, weigh in Friday evening, and fight Saturday evening. Just so we'll do all the training here. Once the weight is good, I'm okay. Like.
Definitely. And look, we have to mention the club Golden Gloves, you know what I mean, such a prestigious club in Cork. What kind of fighters, you know what I mean, should we be watching out for? Look, there's younger lads you know that are in the game. Is there anyone you could tip to maybe go and do some big things as well?
I'll probably forget if you know, but there's a few very good in the club there. We have William Heafy, he's an Irish champion. Yeah. Damien O'Driscoll is brilliant. Ellie Murray. There's a few really good kids, like, and they're only getting better. So
I know you're always going to forget names as well, but these guys are savage.
And they're very good. Yeah, they're brilliant. Like, they train every day. So when you train every day, you have to be good at something. Like, you have to keep turning up.
Ah, definitely. And look, what's been your highlight today? Obviously, elite champion is a big one, isn't that?
Yeah, the elite title, that was just unbelievable. Even when I entered them, I was thinking, like, will I get it, won't I get it? And then I actually got beat the first year, and then I went. Yeah. I got beat, and then it made me hungry. I came straight back. We got beat on a Saturday, and the following Wednesday we were in Bradford fighting. Like, we just said we're going to get this. Yeah. So, thankfully. And look,
it's serious sport. Like, we mentioned boxing. Like, you can't fake it. It's a grueling sport. It can be a very tough sport, but you know what I mean. As you say, like, you talked about, like, a duck takes the water. Like, it takes its toll. What you find is hard in boxing. Obviously, look, we've seen a lot of fights can be cancelled in the pro game. As an amateur, decisions going against you. But mentally, you have to be strong. You have that.
I think the hardest thing is just probably making weight. Like, every boxer says that the fighting is the good part. Like, it's just getting there is the problem. But you have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, it's the wrong sport. Like, because you can't half-arse it in there, you'll be in trouble. Like,
definitely. And you know what I mean, when we like, there's plenty of titles out there. Yeah. There's many titles out there, but within the first year or two, I suppose you will be looking for a couple of titles. There's you know what I mean. There's Irish titles. There's all sorts of titles, but belts is what it's all about too. And obviously paydays.
Yeah, we're going to try to get the belts. There's actually a title in Boston, the Massachusetts title. Yeah. So we'll try to get that by next year. Yeah. Once we have that, then we'll see where to go from there. But that's the plan. We want that one first, and then we'll come for anything else.
And look, obviously a big payday, like, we have to talk money. Paydays is a big thing, right?
That's the one.
You don't want to box for free because you can't do that. But look, obviously paydays, the big fights come down the road, and that's what it's all about.
The big fights, yeah, I'd like to bring big fights to Cork even. Like, Tommy Hyde done it there. He had one in Procol Hall. I'd like to do that down the line. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, that was a great night. Why not?
I don't see why not. And like, we could have an all Cork card, you know what I mean? Imagine, as you say, you might have Callum Walsh yourself, you know what I mean? Because Dana White UFC we spoke to him. He wants to make something happen in Cork. So getting on a Callum Walsh card would be pretty cool in Cork.
Yeah, that'd be unbelievable. Yeah, like he's doing unbelievable now. He's flying.
Yeah,
He's really good. So if they came and we got in a car like that, we'd be laughing. Like,
well, you'll be doing the same thing. But listen, it's been a serious journey for you to date. We're going to have all the updates for January and onwards. But you're a great fighter. We can't wait for what's ahead. And thank you for your time.
Jerry, thanks very much, and I'm looking forward to it myself.
Thanks, Jam.